Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I wanted to talk about hardcore mode in Battlefield 4. Recently, I've been playing a lot of the game mode. I love the more realistic gameplay, I love the high tension that occurs during firefights, but some things I've noticed is that there are some large issues with the game mode, and it sort of feels like they tacked it on in the Battlefield 4. There are some mechanics that just don't make sense, there are some weapons and gameplay that doesn't feel very balanced, and so I wanted to talk about what I think needs to happen to hardcore mode to make it more enjoyable. Like, a lot of my friends don't play the game mode because there are some mechanics in there that don't make any sense, and they're infuriating when you encounter them or when you get killed by them. And really, that's too bad to hear, because at its center, hardcore is a hell of a lot of fun. I love the gameplay, but it's clear that there are some fairly large issues with it. And the first thing that I think needs to happen is that they need to reevaluate and rebalance the way that a lot of the weapons and gadgets perform, and also how much damage they do. The other day I was playing some TDM, I was playing some Conquest on hardcore, and I was having fun. I was taking people off, you know, it was a slow process, because if you run out in the open like an idiot, you're probably not gonna last very long in hardcore. And so I was sitting behind a couple of crates. Then, out of nowhere, a mortar strike lands on my head and I instantly die. That happened over and over and over again that round, and every single time it happened, I had no way predicting that that mortar was going to take me out. There's no mini-map with an indicator letting you know that the mortar is about to land in your spot. That doesn't even happen in normal mode because it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage and it doesn't really matter. But in hardcore mode, if it lands next to you, it kills you instantly. And randomness, and when you die, you know, out of nowhere, randomly in this case, doesn't make for the best gameplay experience. And I realize that this is 100% realistic. Like, if a mortar strike happened directly next to me, I'm gonna die. Like, it's as simple as that. If a mortar strike is 2 feet away, it lands on my face, I'm not gonna last very long. But from a gameplay standpoint, dying instantly and dying from something that is seemingly random, you know, comes out of nowhere, isn't fun. Like, if you want to improve your gameplay and you want to perform better and you just want to be a better gamer, usually a game is going to allow you to know how you died, or at least show you that you died from doing something stupid. So, like, if you rounded the corner and you didn't have your crosshairs up and you just try to run out in the open like an idiot heading towards an objective and you get taken out by 5 different directions, you know that that was a dumb idea, because you can see the kill cam, you can see you're getting shot at, and then you learn from that. You can then take that into consideration and you can use that the next time you jump into a round. But if you get killed out of nowhere from a mortar or something like the UCAP, another thing that's completely broken, you can't learn from that. It's like, oh, I shouldn't be out in the open, but I'm on a map that's entirely out in the open, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. So what I really think needs to happen, and I think this is where we get to the heart of the problem, is that there's too many things in hardcore mode that seems random and doesn't add to the experience and does way too much damage way too quickly. And so the ones that come to mind for me are the mortars, you have the UCAV, and honestly, I think we need to reevaluate the way that the bolt-action rifles work. Like, I get it, like, you get shot in the chest, and even if you are a mile away from the source, you're not going to live through that. Like, they are going to destroy you, but they also can kill you outright in hardcore if you get shot in the toe. And getting shot in the toe and dying immediately doesn't make for the best gameplay experience. And so with regard to the bolt-action rifles, what I think needs to be done is that they need to add back in some skill or some accuracy for rewarding one-shot kills. Like, right now, you get shot in the arm, you get shot in the leg, you shoot him in the toe, and you're using one of the popular bolt-action rifles in the game, you're gonna get the one-shot kill. And is a little bit too powerful, in my opinion. Like, even in the real life, you get shot in the arm or in the leg by a bolt action, yeah, it's gonna take you out of commission. You're not gonna be back in the battlefield. You're gonna be out of it for a long time, but you're not gonna die immediately. Like, unless they're hitting the artery, you're gonna be able to fight another day, as long as you're not gonna get shot at again. And that's not what happens right now in hardcore. It's a little bit too hardcore right now, in my opinion. And so what I would like to see done is reward that one-shot kill if you hit him in the upper chest or a headshot, at all ranges, still reward it for that. But if you hit him in the lower abdomen, the legs, or the arms, don't give them the one-shot kill. Like, they're gonna require one more bullet to take out their enemy. Then it's still very powerful. Like, let's be honest, the upper chest is a very large target, and that's what a lot of people are aiming for. But don't make it so easy that if you hit their toe, you're gonna be able to kill them. This is actually one of the biggest reasons why my friends don't play hardcore right now, is because of the bolt-action rifles. And you even see servers that don't even allow bolt-action rifles for this very reason. It's not fun to fight against them. Like, you want it to still require skill, and that's not really what's happening right now. The bolt-action rifle, a finesse weapon, is basically just shoot as many rounds down range, and as long as one of them lands on the enemy, you're getting the kill. And while I guess you could say that's true for the other weapons in the game, like the assault rifles or the carbines and stuff, it's not as bad as the bolt-action rifles. So I think if they make this one small tweak to the way that the weapons perform, it will not only make it a lot more fun to play as the recon, because it will require more skill, it'll be more rewarding when you do get those one-shot kills, but it'll also be a hell of a lot more fun being on the receiving end of it, because you're not just dying outright if a sniper just looks in your general direction. I think that this would be the best way to go. Another small adjustment that I would like to see, and this is more of a UI update, is letting the player know how many magazines they have left. Like, a soldier in real life is going to be able to look down and they're going to be able to be like, oh, I only have one magazine left. I should probably be conservative with that ammunition, because once I run out, I'm going to have to switch on over to my pistol. Like, I cannot tell you how many situations I've been where I realize I'm low on my ammo, I realize I'm low on my mags, but I'm not 100% sure, and so I'm trying to conserve my ammunition. I'm going for that final reload. There isn't any bullets to begin with, and then I die because of that. And it would only make sense that I would have an indicator letting me know how many mags I have left, so that I can then run over and pick up someone else's ammunition or pick up someone else's gun on the ground, so I'm not just left floundering and only have my pistol to take someone out. Other hardcore first-person shooters, like Insurgency, for example, also have this mag indicator because it makes sense. Like, they've gone down the ultra mega realistic. Like, you shoot someone like literally anywhere on the body and you're using like the AK, they die immediately. Like, that game is incredibly hardcore. But even though it is so incredibly hardcore, they also have a mag indicator because it only makes sense that you would have that information. Don't let us know how many bullets we have in the magazine. We still want to keep that a feature of hardcore, but it would only make sense, it would only smooth out the gameplay to give us a small little indicator letting us know how many magazines we have left. And so in general, while I would not say that this is the complete comprehensive list of all the things that need to happen to make hardcore mode a better gameplay experience, I do think that this is a step in the right direction. And honestly, since DICE has been gung-ho on trying to improve the game with the CTE server, you know, they're trying to improve Rush, they're improving the netcode, they're enhancing the game across the board. While I would not say that this should be a top priority, you know, it'd be nice if they try to tackle this or try to, you know, improve this for the next Battlefield title. They could take some steps to reduce the amount of random deaths that occur from a lot of these gadgets that just do way too much damage in hardcore mode, making it so that the bolt-action rifles require a little bit more finesse, a little bit more accuracy, so you're not just taken out immediately if they look in your general direction, and also trying to update the UI a little bit so that it's a little bit more user-friendly and makes sense for the mode overall. But I'd love to know what you guys think about hardcore mode. Would you not change a thing? Do you think it's perfect right now? Would you like to see some small adjustments like I recommended? Or do you think I'm completely off my rocker and they should go a completely different route? Let me know down below. But that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and so until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.